Alright, I'm gonna make an attempt at putting a set of cultivators on this guy now. Since it's a pretty good runner, doesn't really need a whole lot. A good candidate for it. This is such a pain in the butt. Alright, let's give the battery a little help here. Let's see what she'll do. Should go now. I think you need a little bit more cranking power to get the starting fluid in there, but who knows. And I remember to switch on this one. Okay, so I'm going to be putting on, I think, this set here. So I'm just going to have to find the handle or the lift mechanism. This is the number 65, looks like QD. So I take it these are probably not going to work very good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to loosen these up. All this is gonna be rusty. Alright, now that we did one of these, that was the guinea pig. We're gonna do another one, and it should hopefully be easier and faster. Taking the back panels off. You don't want to take them off because you gotta get bolts in the frame. You probably could do it without, but it's easier with taking them off. Pipes. The one with more holes goes in the back of the tractor, back hole towards the rear wheels.
And the most holes up.
Yeah, most holes up. See, there's holes here, but it doesn't go through. The only ones that go through are the two frame ones and the end ones. That's probably for mounting something, some accessory or something. The only ones that use the pegs go in the holes is the lift mechanism. The front one, see how this one has two sets of four, this one has one set of four. So this is the front, this is the back. There's 22 different pipes you could get for them, judging by the parts book, between the 4 rows and 2 rows.
22?
Yeah. Heavies, there was for like the 80s, the 70s, 66 fleet lines, so they must have had different holes for different spacings of the frame. I'm not sure. All I know is there's 22 different part numbers in the book for them. And I've never seen the 4-row ones. Those are some long pipes. So we're way out here. Okay, so next You put your tubes in, your pipes.
Okay, so this is the back one.
And most of the holes go up. The one with... Yep, that's the back one. That's where you're gonna put your lift mechanism. Maybe those two holes.
Yeah, the two that go through near the center of the frame.
Now this bolt here going through is longer than the front. Because the front's just this, the pipe plus this little bit. This one has to go all the way up here. So it goes way up. But we don't have bolts, we gotta find bolts for it. But I'm gonna give you some measurements. If I have to go to the hardware store, I will. You could probably use threaded rod too.
Probably.
I don't see why you couldn't. Make them the length you need. Just buy one length of threaded rod and then you can just cut them. It'll be on this hole. About there. So it'll stick out a little bit, depends on the tire size. Not a whole lot of room.
Depends on where you have your wheel set.
Not a lot of room here. Got about an inch. What size tires does this have? 12/4/38. All right. Let me get the bolt size first for you. The tubes are roughly 3 inch, 2 7/8, but say 3.
There.
Yeah, I think a 4, because the bolt lengths usually come in
Half.
when they're smaller. You can get them in like half, 3/4, 1, but after that, hardware stores are usually like by 1/2 inch. I think a 4-inch would work. That are 4.5 and just run spacers.
And the back needs a longer one, huh?
Yeah, I think 4 would work. So 4-inch. This bracket goes on there. This holds the bars on the center section. And you run it through here, you turn it like this, run it through, and then put it up, and then it holds it there. So you're gonna have extra here. So you're looking at, you better be about a 7-inch, 6.5, or you ain't gonna get a nut on. 7-inch.
5/8 you could probably go and get it to work, but 1/2 inch would be easier.
I think the ones we had in the other one are half. So probably 1/2 inch bolts. Like I said, you could probably get 1/2 inch threaded rod and cut it to whatever you need. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Alright, so here's what we got going. The front, 4 inches is fine for the bolt size for the front. You'll get just a whole nut on. If you want to go longer, you can put washers. That's without washers. The back, I was wrong. We need about 8 inches. We're kind of doing this not really in the right order, but usually you'd probably put the center one on first, but it probably doesn't matter a whole lot. You just got to crawl into it after. While he's making us some threaded rod, that's 8 inches. We're going to put the other one on here, on this side. So I'll kind of show you what you got to do here. I'll show you a close-up of the clamping system too. Also wear gloves. They're finger pinchers. I gotta get this one up here. Maybe go out more. One right there. I just won't put them on tight yet. Let me get mine up here. Let me show my audience of 5 how you clamp these things. Usually if you put them on, they're going to be between these 2 holes about. Depends on the spacing that you want. And you can space stuff really however you want. You can take the front one off, use the second one for your roll width. You can do a lot of adjustments on here. Okay, now that these are pretty much on, this one needs a little lubricant. Showboat. Okay, now show them how to do this with a flat bar.
Oh. Take a flat bar, throw it in this slot, and then snap them over and give them a little
Boom.
tap to make sure they're all the way seated.
Okay, do this one then. Actually, move this one over a little bit, get it more centered. Like that.
Put your hands on top.
Yeah, I
Fingers.
can see how a lot of this job would be a finger pincher, especially if you were by yourself. It really doesn't take that long once you do it though. I would say probably, if you're by yourself, probably use a floor jack or something. Set it on there and just lift it up, right?
Yeah. Or a cherry picker or a crane
Yeah.
if you have one.
Could use skid steer, but that wouldn't be handy if you're by yourself. You'd be in and out and in and out and in and out. Something where you can move it easy. So now we just wait for my dad to get the rods. The front's bolted down already. That one I had a little bit longer one. Something I found. I think it was around 5 inches. If you run a longer one, just run washers or run a bigger nut or something to bring up the slack. There's really not enough room for a big flat washer up here, like a fender washer, but a smaller one works. Even the back too, because the dash has got a part of the bottom is right there, so you can't get a real wide washer on that. All right, let's see if we can get this lift side on here. Now this one's got pegs that have to line up. So I'm thinking something like this. I don't know the purpose of this though.
Maybe that was for
Some different accessory or something. And we gotta go searching for some lift rods because we don't have what we need. We found this. This should work for the middle one. Comes with springs, but the end ones, we're not sure. We're just kind of seeing if we have what we need here. Okay, here's how that bracket goes. Next to the frame, and there's a little flapper out. And this right here, the center section, is gonna go in there. Mount it.
Okay.
I think you do the front first, and then you slip the back in because you got that flapper thing you can put straight. Slap it in there, then drop it. All right, you ready? Where's your flat bar?
Right in the end of the pipe here.
Yeah, you'd think it would be down. Is it just rusty?
I think it's rusty. I think it's rusted in the up position.
All right, a little push on it, and it was kind of like over center. So now it's down where it belongs. All right, lift mechanism.
Put 3 of them on there? Or 2?
There's 2. Do you ever get PB Blaster in the face?
Yeah.
How many times?
Like every third time.
Wow, it's actually loose.
No way.
We should probably be able to just drive that on.
Okay, let's try that. Far early
Look
here.
how much I got her in.
Yeah, now I can only go this far, which is better. I think it'll go more yet.
Yeah, we got to tighten her up a little bit.
What happened here?
Oversized tires.
I don't know what the 66 is supposed to have normally. Okay, we have a problem here with, I think the tire is going to hit. So what we're going to try and do is take this off, turn this 180 so there's more clearance here, and we'll see if that'll work. Men, what did we learn about this?
Oversized tires aren't always a good thing.
So we got these strapped up. We wanted to see before we go any further, is it going to clear? It does clear, but not by much. I think that one grip touched it over
It
here
might
on the
have.
outside. And what we're worried about is I want to use this tractor on my property, so I want to run it down the road. And are these tires going to balloon when you're in road gear? They might.
Or you get a little bounce going, are they gonna stay perfectly round, or are they going to expand a little bit?
So I'll give you a dimension on what you need here, from center of the axle to here. And the other tractors, these are oversized tires by probably one size, huh?
I think so.
The other one's got about an inch more clearance than this one does, and then we need that inch. So we're going to put this on a different tractor. So for you guys, it's going to appear immediately.
We're gonna ride the struggle bus.
I like riding that. This one's going in, that one's going out. Hey, what are you doing?
Taking this lever off that we don't need.
So I got Albert Einstein here.
Hi, YouTube.
Well, sometimes he's Stevie Wonder when he puts his sunglasses on, but right now he's Albert Einstein. He came up with this, what, miracle, this genius
Oh yeah,
idea.
I'm contacted again. The real men of genius, they're after me. Yeah,
So he said use a board to bring that in there.
2x4.
That ain't no 2x4.
It is 2. It's a true 2x4 made out of my own white ash.
That is, what is a 2x4? 3.5 by,
Not this one.
what
This
it,
is 2x4.
1.5 by 3.5 or some damn thing?
Yes. Yeah, the store-bought ones.
Yeah, you get screwed. My house actually has the old original 2x4s back when they rough cut them.
And they're a true 2x4.
Yeah, they are 2x4. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'll just show you this part. All right, you ready?
Yep. We'll walk her right in.
That's good. I think we're too far actually.
Yeah?
Go back an inch. That's good. Real man of genius.
Yeah, they'll be after me again for this one.
All right, that was pretty easy, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
A lot easier than trying to manhandle it, and it catches on the grass,
Catches on everything.
catches on the frame and the tires.
And you're pinching your fingers.
Yeah,
Every place that it moves.
this is a very finger pinchy job, so wear gloves when you do this, because all those, it hinges here and there, and all that stuff is moving when you're trying to lift it up, and it ain't a huge amount of fun. Hey Einstein, did you make one of them links?
Yes, it did.
Let's see.
Here's the one that came with it. There was one missing. Here's the one that I made. Einstein strikes again. No.
Yeah, it's hard to find. It's actually original is 9/16 rod, and it's very hard to find in hardware stores. They usually go half to 5/8 to 3/4. So, if
So I
you're
used what I had.
but half ain't gonna be a problem. All it's doing is lifting that. That ain't much weight.
Are you gonna? You think it's better this way or the other way?
Probably that way. I would say the other way.
This way's gonna be crooked.
Yeah, that way I would say.
Okay.
Here, this side I think is done. So now we gotta finish this side. We gotta do. I'm trying to move this bracket on here. This bracket here, so I can grease this, and then I think this one's gonna have to move in too. So here's why you want an alternator that's smaller, pushes this panel out. But we got this side on, and I adjusted some teeth. They're straighter, they were kind of cocked. Made some adjustments up here. I think this is where you mount the track eradicators, but we're gonna figure that out later. I turned that one, but really could use some new teeth on here. Right?
What?
Could use some new teeth.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we are one pin away from being done.
I got a tooth.
You got a tooth?
I got a tooth.
Yeah. How come you're dressed for a cold fall day?
Teach those mosquitoes a lesson.
What did your dad used to do about mosquitoes?
He'd put on a big sheepskin.
Yeah.
Then he'd say, let's see them get their peckers through that.
You need the pressure off of it a little bit?
Yeah. There it is.
No, is it gonna work? Is it gonna raise up and everything?
Well, hopefully.
Who wants to try it?
We still gotta adjust it. So we see if we can wreck some.
Yeah. Never tried this before, so it looks to me like it should work. Hit it again. Go dryer.
Tires in the air.
Yeah. sunflowers are too tall. Think you'd kill me if I pulled them out, huh? Sunflowers are going down. They might make it. Bend over. They'll make it. They'll raise back up. Hey, what kind of tires we got on here?
Them's called the Mike Calcium Specials.
I'll call that one Little Mikey.
Little Mikey, yeah.
He likes it. Hey, Mikey. Yeah, that one's gonna give out at any time. And then we're gonna have to get Ross over here to change it.
Yep.
That might be original, huh?
Could be. Here's a Carlisle. We went with a Carlisle. We went with a 515. Is that what that one is?
How do you read it?
Should be stamped in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Mike Calcium. Did you see that? Oh, it's on the inside.
Nylon. Made in USA. That's bad advertising for USA. Couldn't even make 80 years. Right?
Right. Well, I'm thinking when we put that 515 on, it was the same size as this.
I think 66s are smaller than 77, right?
Yeah.
Like one size. So you can kind of tell a 66 by the room between the tire and the frame or front housing.
A lot of guys put bigger ones on. Well, you can't read that tire size at all.
It ain't working like it should.
What?
It ain't working like it should.
No.